I appreciate the fact that all of you all showed up tonight, because that's the number one thing, is showing up. So many people don't show up. That's why I've been successful, because I've always showed up. I don't care if it's volunteerism, I don't care if it's charity, I don't care if it's hard work, I show up. And that's what we got to do.
One of the most important things that we do here at the National Reentry Network is advocacy. We host advocacy trainings generally once a month, and that's where we kind of discuss what advocacy is and why we should get involved. But we also go out and we talk to city council members. We bring our cohorts with us so they can share their stories and speak up with, the things that they're actually dealing with. I think one of the most important reasons that we need to advocate as returning citizens is because really no one else is going to do it for us, right? Our family members might come with us to advocate, but really it's up to us. And one of the
We've noticed that community and support are some of the most essential things that we can provide for returning citizens when they come home. So that is exactly what this program sets out to do. We do compensate for $100 per week for active participation. Active participation means 4 hours, at least 4 hours of contact with between your mentee and mentor, with one of those hours, at least one of those hours being in person, to focus on some of the goals that they've established in their individual transition plan. That is a plan that you sit down with your mentor, me, and the mentee to establish the goals that you have for the next 12 months and how we can figure out ways to accomplish those within that time frame, in the best, most efficient way that we can possibly get it done, while also acknowledging the barriers that you might have. And then we have our 24/7 hotline. This is a helpline where anyone from around the country can call, primarily returning citizens. So far, we've also gotten calls from family members and pastors also asking about the community members, so that's nice that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But it is a helpline so that you can call us and we can give you resources anywhere that you are in the country to help you on your journey.
The QR code that you'll see that appears will take you to the actual portal on our website where you can actually apply to be a part of the Ready For It program.
CLPM, and for those who don't know what CLPM is, it is the Community-Led Preventive Model Program that uses restorative practices in the communities, specifically for the Minnesota Avenue Strip in Ward 7, to not only reduce harm and reduce recidivism, but to also build relationships, build trust between business stakeholders and community stakeholders. The past few weeks, we have been out there doing the asset mapping when we go out to identify the business establishments to see which one is still up and running and which one is also resourceful for the community. And yesterday alone, we went to those business establishments to talk to a lot of the CEOs, management, quite a few on we already have relationships with. So even we created with the new establishment that we haven't actually touched base with last year. We also continue to build relationships with the CEOs and the managers that we already had created relationships with. We also had talked to a few of the community members. Some of them had stopped me. I guess they felt the energy that we were sharing on Minnesota Avenue Strip. So I think next week, if I'm not mistaken, we're actually going to start doing interviews so we can identify the issues and the needs between the business stakeholders and the community members.
We got to get this job done, and we got to make time. Like when you live 30 miles from here, and you got to stay late sometimes, man, because you got work to do or you got to show up for something. What's wrong with that? Like, we keep making excuses not to make ourselves available, and that's the reason why we lose. That is the very reason why we lose, because we always like too tired, too angry, we too busy, and we busy with nothing. busy with nothing. And that's what the National Reentry Network is all about. And that's what we need to do, man. We need to show up and get involved. And, you know, it don't have to be for money all the time, man. Like, you know, you can't let money motivate you all the time. Because the money will come. Trust me. You know, you ain't get this old from not eating. You got this old because you've been eating. Okay? You've been eating under every circumstance. All of us been eating. But now it's critical. It's real critical now because we get ready to be third-class citizens. Trust me. Yeah, again. And so we need to wake up, man. And that's the reason why I wanted us to show this video. Because, man, we don't have time to be playing around and arguing and debating and having all these discussions, doing all this talking, and then when it's time to show up, nobody's available. Now, did you see the numbers that he just showed you? We went from 20 people in the program all the way down to 3, 6, and 8.
Only one completion.
Right.
Why is that?
Right. Because people, well, it's a couple of reasons, you know, but one of the reasons, the most important reason, is don't nobody want to show up, man. That's the number one reason.
And we talk about returning citizens showing up.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You understand? We make up 13% of the population in Washington, D.C. I've been doing this for over 20-something years, and I've seen some success now. We've been successful when we show up, though. That's when we get the job done. So I just need to let y'all know, man, let's keep, you know, showing up. I know it's hard. I know you got other responsibilities, but I do too. I got plenty of responsibilities. I'm sick right now from taking that damn COVID shot and the damn flu shot together. You understand? But I'm here. I'm here, man. I got out my bed and came here because this is important. Simple as that. And we just got to do that. That's what we're going to have to do, man. We got to fight through all the pain, all the nuances, all the busyness, and still show up anyway. That's what we got to do.